here goes everything. See how it goes. So 1, 2, 3, 5 stops today. And they already collected my pill bottles to show that I took the right amount, and I went and checked in. So far so good. I got my blood pressure taken. I always pass that. She's like, that's perfect. I know I often get like the perfect score. Considering what I'm here for, I'm calm. I remain calm. Oh, they're calling me. Well, that went pretty well. It was the first time they couldn't find my vein, but we tried a new spot. It turns out we needed to kind of go to the old regular spot. Didn't know that you can keep your IV, which is good because they get blood drawn over there. They put the contrast in, which is like this dye. So they do an MRI, take pictures of your brain, then they put this dye in, they do it again, it gives them a little more information. So I don't have to keep getting pricked, which is kind of cool. I'm used to getting pricked more than that, so that's nice. And I'm headed over to the MRI center now. Hey, for remembering things. Okay, so I remember from last time, this is the CTIPM, basically where you get your MRIs. And last time I circled the building and got all confused. The secret entrance, meaning the actual entrance, is behind the AC unit. And if you're coming from like the other angle, it's blocked by this thing, which I guess is made to, you know, make it look okay or whatever. But it's right next to this glorious entrance to this other building. This is the employee entrance, and you circle the building, which is fairly big. You end up at another entrance where you get checked in and go through a line, and they go, this isn't where you're supposed to be. But if you look at just the right angle, you'll see that there is a sign. So this is where you actually check in, and I'm glad that I remembered that. So I'm gonna get checked in and get my MRI, and I'm feeling really good about it. I hope you guys are feeling good just watching this. You can get free parking. I didn't know, so I did that whole pay by app thing, which is too bad, because I could have saved $4 and we could use every bucks we've got. Speaking of which, here, is it here? Yeah, no, here? I don't know, wherever. There's a link to our GoFundMe. Thank you guys for supporting us as we go through all of this stuff. Check it out. Free gift, what? And also, I just figured out that I can wrap that around and tie it in the front. That's so much better. I always had this like flowing emptiness in the back, and now it's just at the top. There's extra strings. I don't know what those do. I'm not a pro at gowns, even though I have a lot of practice. On MRI days, another bonus, you get another mask. This is an MRI safe mask. It doesn't have the little like nose situation. So 2 free masks today, a free bracelet, and a free pair of socks. Free IV, and check this out. I think it's hilarious. We've got a Looney Tunes Band-Aid and free ace bandage. I haven't mentioned the free ace bandage, but they let you keep that too. I had the hair tie in and we decided to pull it out, even though it doesn't have metal, just in case. So pro tip, take your hair out, and look, 2 more freebies if you have them by the each. These are the earplugs that you wear. So finished the MRI, and this is perfect. My parking expires at 11 o'clock. It's like 11:05 right now. There's a way with the app where you can like add time, but I don't have to because they gave me that cool parking permit. So put it in there, and look, now I'm parked. And also look, there's my solar charger, making sure that the car will start. Let's pray for that too. So as you're praying for cancer, let's pray that my car starts. Now I'm headed over to the Bamboo Clinic to meet with Dr. Piccioni. We'll take a look at the MRI, see how things are looking, and get our first kind of assessment of how is the trial going. And here we are, Bamboo Clinic and Infusion, Morris Cancer Center. Gonna go take a look at that MRI. Feeling really good. Of course, who doesn't feel good after a nap? Actually, probably lots of people don't feel good after a nap in an MRI machine, but whatever. I feel good, and I'm gonna go get checked in, and we're gonna take a look at this little brain buddy and see what's going on with the brain nugget. Hey, check it out, another freebie. The other ace bandage was loose and was kind of coming off, so they gave me this one. I like blue, that's my favorite color. How cool is that? Alright, so I didn't know today was the neurocognitive testing. That's like such a workout for this guy, but that computer right there, you can see it's got these little buttons that you push like you're on a game show, and there's these like games where it's like, okay, every time you see this, you push a button. And so at the beginning it's fine, it's like a pro treat. I'm like practicing my reaction time on the race course, but then it gets to these tricky ones where it's like, okay, they'll show you a card, and if it's this, and they'll show you another card. If it's the same, you click yes. If it's not, then you hit no. Then I flip another card, and you have to remember the last card that you just saw, whether it was yes or no. And so it gets kind of confusing. That's not super fun. And then there's like a grid, and the first one's like a game. It's like you push a button and it starts, and it just moves left, right, up, down, and there's like a target, and you just kind of follow the target like you're smashing an ant. That one's not so bad. But then the next one, all of them are blank, and you have to like try to, there's like a maze, so there's like you're here and you got to get there and you try this way and it's like yes, this way, it's like no, so you got to go this way, and you make a thing and then they repeat it and you have to remember it, and it's really tricky because it's all blank and like you try to remember it. Well, before all that, they tell you a list of, I think it was 12 words. I counted the words thinking that might help me, and it's always so hard. It's just such a workout to listen and then try to remember and repeat back the words, and then they mix them up and do it again and again, and you can't remember if you said it or what the words are, and they're so random. Last time I like had to take a nap. It was real rough, but this time I'm feeling pretty good, so I think we're gonna do well. Can't wait to see what this MRI looks like. Okay. I guess I am pretty tired, which is fine. It's just been a long day. It's like 1 o'clock and I got here at 9, so that's however long that is. I asked the doctor, well, it's stable. You guys care about that, obviously, more than whether I'm sleepy or not. So we're looking really good. That's the first MRI into this clinical trial, and so we're really happy with that. I did ask the doctor, do you ever see reductions in tumors? Because you always hear people being like, I eat dandelion roots, or I drink alkaline water, or whatever. You know, all the new wives' tales, and I've seen my tumor disappear and stuff. And he said, in this study, they did see in a percentage of patients in the last phase, some people's tumors actually did shrink just microscopically, but measurably, and that was really cool. And that was with the drug not going through the blood-brain barrier very well. So that was when they did kind of have the carriers that they have now. So they weren't getting very much of the drug. I'm getting more of the drug. So that's a new hope that we have. But wouldn't it be cool if this thing like started to shrink and disappear? That'd be awesome. But either way, feeling good about life, and that's really good. And I really am grateful for you guys praying for me. And I'm stoked that I figured out that parking situation, because I'm definitely past my 4 hours. So I would have been spending extra monies that I don't want to spend. So again, you can use that GoFundMe thing and continue to help us there. We appreciate it. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Stay stoked. Make sure you don't miss my next video. You can click right here to subscribe, and then click the little bell so that you will know when I put out another video. You can also support our GoFundMe. Thank you for everyone who's doing that. We really appreciate it. And here's some other videos you might like.